Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Tom Archie, and we are back with another episode of Addicks Weekly, episode 4 now, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. And we are back with another review of the men's game. Obviously, since I've started, the men's and women's haven't played on the same weekend, so hopefully, from next week, which is obviously Swansea and Birmingham, I'll be at both. I can do an actual long one as well, so this will be another 25-minute thing. But obviously, before we get into it, as I always say in some of my vlogs, we are trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are less than 350 away now, which is absolutely diabolical. It is insane. Obviously, I know I ramble on about it probably far too much for my liking, or for everyone else's liking, but there's big things coming. There's a lot of different things coming. Obviously, tomorrow there'll be a different little vlog coming out. It won't be, well, it'll be sort of football, but sort of not. It's not club football, put it that way. I'm sure people will guess it by the time this goes up and they see my stories. But obviously, we are going in. We're going to go over Hull against Charlton Athletic, Hull City, and we're also going to go over the Ipswich game as well. Obviously, both games happened last week, which, let's face it, it was a bit of a crazy week. So obviously, we'll get started just kind of going through kind of everything that went on. 7 points out of 3 games in a week. You can't really complain too much about it. Obviously, Ipswich, I don't think many of us really thought that scoreline was going to happen. Let's be honest here. But we'll get into it. Obviously, the scoreline for Ipswich, I'll put it on the screen here probably. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm going to try and get different tops in the background each episode. Obviously, it's a bit rogue at the moment, but we will improve the background eventually. But we'll obviously, as I say, the lineup's going to be around here. Obviously, the lineup was different to what we usually expected. Obviously, from the back line up, it was pretty much predicted. Obviously, Ramsey in for Burke, who started on Saturday against Sheffield Wednesday. And for me, I thought he played well, but I did think he pulled up a little bit potentially. I think it was like just before his goal. I think he tweaked his knee. Maybe that might be me seeing things, but he was definitely limping. Obviously, we know with Burke you can't risk him too much, but the front two was changed for once. For the first time, for the first time in about 9-10 games, maybe. Obviously, Alafe finally started. Tanto time finally started with Kelman. It's what we've been crying out for a very, very long time now. But yeah, obviously it was an interesting game. The first half, let's face it, we was under the cosh from the half, wasn't we? I mean, they had 13 shots, only one on target, which I think was an early attempt, which obviously Kaminsky saved, which was a very good save, by the way. But they were on us instantly. They had 8 corners in the first half. Obviously, they at the bar. I think it was Akpom. Obviously, Nunes had a free kick just outside the area, which only just went over, which was very nerve-wracking. And then, obviously, the second half happened. I'm not quite sure what Nathan Jones said to the lads at half-time, but we came out absolutely flying. Obviously, at half-time, I'd have taken a point. I think every Charlton fan in that stand probably would have taken a point. But I'm sure, as you've seen from my vlog, the second half, good lord, did we step up? Obviously, they stood quite a lot of chances in fairness, but they just couldn't really take them. But yeah, obviously 7 minutes into the second half, Sonny Carey picks up the ball from a Connor Coventry pass, I think it was, from his own half, drives the ball through everyone, which isn't easy, by the way, because he still players on him. Obviously, their defender backed off. I'm not sure who it was, and he's gone to left of him, bang, left foot into the goal, easy as you like, and Obviously, he's a Norwich lad as well, so he'd obviously love that. Obviously, he came through the Norwich Academy. I think he's a Norwich fan as well, so that'll do him the world of good. And then, obviously, 3 minutes later, obviously was in jubilation off the first goal because we wasn't expecting to go 1-0 up out there. I thought, okay, we'll do all right, we'll be all right. No, we wasn't all right. 3 minutes later, from a corner, I think it was. I think it got headed away, and I think Sonny picked up on the edge of the box. Connor played into, I think, Bree or someone, crossed it in. Macca goal. Obviously, we love Macca from Wembley. From all his free kicks that he scored, because he scored quite a few as a centre back. Obviously, he's got a new chant, which I'm sure everyone will know about now. And then we thought, okay, 2-0, we are flying. It can't get any better than this, can it? It can. Leeburn's goal happened. Obviously, again, it was another corner. Headed away. Lloyd Jones chased it. By the way, he didn't. Lloyd Jones for this goal, I think, was I think not many people mention it too much, but the way Lloyd holds up the ball to allow people to come back into the game and to get the cross in, I think it was from Connor or someone like that, was absolutely incredible. Connor passed it into TC. Yes, maybe the ball might have been off. I don't know, but it obviously crossed in. Leeburn, first goal in the Championship. And you can see how much it meant to him. Obviously, that his knee slide might be the cleanest knee slide I have seen in a very long time as a Charlton fan, or in football in a while. It was so clean. And then we thought, okay, that is a jubilation. 3-0 away at Ipswich, who, by the way, have only just come down from the Premier League. Their team's, I think, worth about 100 million, something like that. Ours is obviously worth about 10 to 12 million. There was obviously celebration police out saying that we celebrated it like we won the Champions League. Ashley Young pointed at you. I don't think we celebrated too much. I thought it was a very comfortable win. Obviously, the second half we was on top from minute dot. I think we played very well. We stopped them from playing their game as well. Obviously, they had a few chances. I think Kaminsky had to make one good save in the second half. Obviously, one in the first half as well. But a lot just went off target. Jack Clark, I will mention. I thought he was their best player, and Akpom as well. But other than that, I thought it was quality, and obviously Tuesday night in Ipswich, I thought it was going to be battering. That's my second win I've ever seen there. The first one was in 2012, so that puts into perspective how long we haven't won there. And obviously the last two times, I think that kind of makes up for it, if you ask me. So yeah, 3-0. Obviously that obviously put Charlton fans into disbelief, because as I say, I don't think Ipswich fans kind of expected it either, but after the pressure that we soaked up in the first half, I thought, okay, we'll probably nick this 1-0. But 3-0's diabolical. And a clean sheet against one hell of a side. A Kieran McKenna side is never easy to beat. And I think that's kind of been shown. Obviously, I know Middlesbrough did it last week, but it was a penalty or whatever, I think. But yeah, on to Hull now. Obviously, it was... obviously, Charlton fans were very... very happy after going going across to Ipswich and getting 3 points. But going into Hull, obviously, I've said this many times. The last time I went there, we lost 6-0. I did not go this time. Tyler did, though. And I'm sure you've seen the result by now. But obviously, we didn't lose, but we didn't win. Which I would have taken before the game anyway. I said 3-1 on the Charlton Chronicles, but that was just me being optimistic. Going into the game as well, as I said, I was fairly positive, fairly calm. I'd have taken a point, as I said. And then I saw the lineup, which again, I'll put here. 4 changes, I think there was, which is crazy considering we had just battered Ipswich 3-0. I know it was probably resting players or doing something along those lines, but for me, the one player that I was surprised that he was rested, maybe not dropped, was Connor Coventry. Now, for me, Connor Coventry runs the show in that midfield. For me, I think he creates things. He goes under the radar a lot as well, and I do think we missed him in that first half. I might be wrong. Obviously, I wasn't there, but I did watch most of the game. So yeah, I mean, I think that was what we missed the most. Obviously, Nibs came into the team for his first championship start. Apter came in, which I was quite happy with. But then obviously shocked, a bit surprised with Bree being rested or dropped or whatever. But I suppose if it's a 3-game week, you're gonna give people chances. And then Campbell and Lieberman started the game. Now for me, I sound like a broken record, but I've said Campbell and Lieberman off the bench are more impactful than starting. Obviously, that they can start some games. Obviously, Tyrese against Millwall and Blackburn was immense. I thought it was quality. I think he had 2 early chances. One which I'm not sure how he got a shot off. It was a brilliant save from the keeper. And then the other one he shot over, which probably could have done better a little bit. But other than that, I thought he was all right in the first half for us. Lieberman, according to fans on Twitter, did all right, but didn't do amazing. But again, to me, it was a thing of resting players, getting players kind of up and fitness ready, maybe, because obviously after a long week against 3 very good teams as well. And then Nibs, I thought he did all right. I thought he was a little bit quiet, but he did the dirty work, if that makes sense. He kind of showed that he can, I guess, just run and just kind of be in your face at all times. Apter, I thought, put some decent balls in. Obviously, put one in for Campbell. Again, probably should have done a little bit better, but the shot he pulled off was quality. Then obviously, the second half started. Not the greatest starts of the half at all, but I mean, in the first half there was 7 shots from them, 2 on target. We had 4 shots, 2 on target as well, so it was very close. And if you're a neutral looking out, like if you wasn't watching the game and you saw the stats, you'd think it's probably an even game, and it was. It was very scrappy, and it was going to take a mistake or a lapse of judgment to obviously break the deadlock, and that's what happened. Maka gets the ball. He's usually quite good at this. He tries to dribble the ball out, which for me you just have to get rid of it there. And he gets caught in possession, and we know what happened after that, don't we? Unfortunately, he gave the ball away, and they conceded. They scored. Geltart, I think that's how you say his name, just after the start of the second half as well. So not ideal, to say the least. But as I say, Charlton, we're never out of the game, are we? We're never out. I mean, the second half again, it was just shots. It was teams going back and forth. They had 8 shots on target. We had 7 shots, 3 on target. So it was on it from the get-go, pretty much. Against with 2 good sides who, as I said before, and probably did not expect to be this high up the table at all at this point in the season. After 12 games, after 12 games being in the top 10, which for me both sides were probably expected to be further down the table, is quality. Then obviously going into the game, I thought obviously he brought Coventry on quite early in the second half, along with Bree, which probably was to be expected. I'm trying to see where they came on. 53rd minute, so literally 10 minutes after that, obviously the thing happened. And it was to be expected if we're being completely honest. Because I thought kind of tied it up, kind of settled it down in midfield. And yeah, it was I thought it was an overall good performance from us in the second half. Liam Miller came on for them, which I thought, okay, here we go, former Charlton player's going to score. Unfortunately for him, he picked up another injury, so whole fans, if you're watching this, I wish Miller nothing but the best. I liked him at Charlton. Obviously, he's had a bit of a hard time in recent years with a lot of, I think he had an ACL or something as well, so it was not nice. But yeah, I mean, they bought a few players on, Coyle as well. But then obviously we bought Berry and Kelman on at the same time, which I was surprised about. I thought it'd be Tanto. Nathan Jones obviously saw something we did not. And I know a lot of fans questioned why Berry was coming on. It soon proved us wrong, which I'll obviously get into in a bit. But from then I thought with a better side when Kelman came, obviously TC going wing back, I don't agree with. I think we've known this for a very long time now that he does not work at wing back. I thought he was one of our better players going forward. I know that might be unpopular because I know if people wanted to score goals, get assists, all that jazz, which is completely fair enough. And I think he is growing into the league a bit more as well. But I think as we've established, he's better off the bench with Leeburn. And again, I think Jones has tried it to kind of see if it would work against Hull. Again, after two very, very tough games. But yeah, obviously, Onel also came on for his debut in the 87th minute. I'd rather it be Tuesday, but we knew what would happen if he did it on Tuesday. Came on, apparently he did well, held up the ball very well. Obviously didn't see too much because he only had like a 5-10 minute cameo, but he had the ball up very well. He knows how to pass the ball, knows how to get a chance created. Obviously, then we had a corner, and we know what's going to happen when a corner comes in and James Bree's taken it, don't we? He whips it in. Lieben gets the flick on, and Mr. Luke Berry has chested it in. I think he tried to head it in, obviously, his chest, and it don't matter how it bloody goes in. As if it goes in, that is all that bloody matters. But I mean, he scored, and fair enough. I think again, a lot of people doubted him to come to the club, but I can see what he brings to the team. He'll come on and kind of do the dirty work, kind of tidy up a bit more. He's very experienced as well, which I think is needed around the squad because it's quite a young squad if we think about it. And obviously Jones trusts him, which you can't take away from it. I think I think most kind of things Jones has done this season, and people have kind of gone, oh, okay, what's going on here? He's done it right back at us, and we just have to trust him because we're not going to be sat sixth in the championship if he didn't know what he was doing. Yes, we probably could have picked up a few more points, but can't really complain. So yeah, that's a 1-1 draw against Hull, which again, before the game, I would have taken without a doubt. But I want to get onto our bloody form, because our form recently has been absolutely incredible. Bar the Preston game, because we don't count the Preston game. I think we've been one hell of a side, and we don't look like an outsider in this league. We look like a proper championship side, a side who wants to compete. Yes, we probably won't be in the playoffs coming in the season. If we are, then that is filthy and dirty. we should not be. But if we continue playing the way we are, and we continue getting results, keep players fit, I genuinely think we can finish mid-table or like higher mid-table. I mean, the top six, for Christ's sake: Coventry, Middlesbrough, Millwall, Bristol City, Stoke, and Charlton. That is the most crazy top six you'll ever see. Like, you've got Southampton down in 20th, you've got Birmingham in 15th, Ipswich in 12th, which is obviously a false position, Sheffield United down in 22nd, Norwich in 23rd. It's wild. This obviously, as we know, the Championship, anyone can beat anyone, and a lot of people wrote us off. A lot of people wrote us off. No one was talking about Charlton. Everyone was talking about both Hollywoods. coming up. Wrexham and Birmingham. We've absolutely smashed out of the park, in my opinion. And it's going to take a lot to stop us. Obviously, fingers crossed, touch wood, we have no issues on the pitch or off the pitch. But it is nice to have a club run like we have been going right now, because it is quality. It is so nice to see a Charlton side doing well, because we've been in the sticks of League One for far too long. And looking at League One now, I'm glad we got out of it, put it that way. Because it has been a long road to, I guess, recovery. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday going through what they're going through right now. I'm glad they've got rid of Chansiri. Obviously, they've got the -12 deduction, but I'm not sure they care. I saw some videos from Hillsborough on Saturday, or yesterday. Saturday. And it was incredible. So I'm glad they got out of it. But in terms of Charlton, we've been through hell and back. We've had 3 or 4 horrible ownership groups. We've obviously had Roland. We've had ESI. Sangor wasn't terrible. He saved the club, which I can respect. Obviously, Meffin came in, did what he could do. Obviously, people judged him off the thing of Sunderland, me included. But for me, he steadied the ship for me, if that makes sense. And for me, I think it's going to be a good few years as a Charlton fan. Obviously, for me, I'm not expecting us to be in the Premier League within the next year or so, whatever. I think it's a building block for us. I think for me, stay in the Championship, good 3-4 seasons, maybe 5. Become an established Championship side, and then build from there. Because I mean, we've got some very tough fixtures coming up. We've got Swansea, West Brom, Wrexham, Southampton, and Stoke just in our next 5. And after that, we've got Coventry away. So November is looking one hell. We've got 6 fixtures in November, so it's going to be a lot of Saturday, Tuesday. But I am looking forward to it. And obviously we've got Portsmouth at home, which I'm looking forward to. So I mean, in the next 5 games, I'll take 9 points from the next 5 games, or 11 points maybe. I think Swansea I think we should beat. West Brom will be tough. I think I'll be a draw maybe. Wrexham I think we'll beat. Southampton are in poor form. I think we'll maybe beat them potentially, and then Stoke obviously. Stoke on a Tuesday night could be an interesting one, and then Coventry. Obviously that's 6 games, but Coventry I think will be the biggest test for me. They are absolutely flying, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean it's insane. It is absolutely crazy. The way this club's transformed into what it is now. I think when Nathan Jones took over, we were 19th in League One. I think after the game we played at Reading, we dropped into the relegation zone in League One, and now we are sat 6th in the Championship. I know, as I say, we're 12 games in. It's still early. We probably won't know how the table is going to shape up until at least January, February time, probably. But the fact that we are, as I say, competing, we're not just another team. We're not just there just to kind of make up the numbers. We're here to stay. We're here to stay in the Championship. We're here to do well. And yeah, it's wild. Obviously, there's a few things that probably need to be improved, especially up the top of the pitch. But from Tuesday, I think we've kind of found the striking partnerships that are needed. I think Kalman and Tanto need to start games, and I think TC and Lebo need to come off the bench. That is literally that. Obviously, as I say, fingers crossed there's no injuries or concerns or any more red cards. Kane Ramsey. Yeah, just fingers crossed there's no nothing crazy happening anymore, because the sooner that we kind of get proper, I guess, get a proper form going, which we have, I think that the better as well. It is going to be a very interesting next couple of weeks, next couple of months in the season. January will be interesting. Obviously, it's a lot of games, thick and fast now as well. A lot of Saturday, Tuesday, a lot of 3-game weeks, a lot long travelling as well. I should be at most games in November, so make sure you come and get in the vlog. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Obviously, as I said, next week there'll be a double thing because the men and women are finally playing on the same weekend. So I'll be doing one for Birmingham and one for Swansea. Obviously, Cameron will be on the Swansea on the Birmingham part of it, so make sure you get involved. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Obviously, thank you again for the support on the channel recently. It's been quality. I'm enjoying making content again. As I'm sure you will. I've stepped away from the Chronicles. Make sure you still support them and all that jazz. Obviously, I'm still a member. I just won't be on as much. But yeah, thank you again for, as I said, the support, the subscribes, the likes, those coming up to me at games. I appreciate all of the support, all the love, asking for pictures. I appreciate it a lot. If you do see me at games, please come up to me, come say hi. I'll get you in the vlog. Do whatever. But yeah, let's try and smash 20 likes on this video or this show, podcast, wherever it is. Obviously, we'll be back next Monday for obviously another episode 5. Can't believe we're far in already. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Obviously, I'll be back. There'll be a video tomorrow. It won't be Charlton. It won't be any other random club. You will see what it will be. Obviously, it'll be on TikTok as well. So yeah, make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.